Hello, this is Cheryl with Sew Glue and Cheryl 2. I am coming to you live right now. If you see the red live button, it means you caught me live. If you're catching this part of it, you're probably catching the replay. So hashtag replay and let me know that you were here and that you watched. So while we're waiting for some friends to come on, I'm going to get myself pulled up so I can see my comments. And if you're catching this part, I can sprinkle myself out to help bring some of our crafty friends together. If you're coming in, let me know. Say hi. One of the things that I'm going to start doing is if you're commenting on my live, then what I will do is I'm going to take everybody's names down after my live is over with, and I'm going to draw a name and we'll send out happy mail. Hi, Tasha. Welcome in. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Just finished sprinkling myself. Oh, I lost my mouse. Where did my mouse go? Uh-oh, and that is not good. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, if I can't find my mouse, then I can't get back to my comments. Sometimes if I move too fast with the mouse on the pad, it disappears. It's crazy. So I have to not go so fast. But how are you doing, Tasha? How are things going? We still have got to get together, girl. We have got to get together. Are you ready to do a live? We'll just do a friends live. Hi, Gloria. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for joining me today. I am just sharing myself out in a couple places here. Let me do that on my phone. And what I'm going to start doing is I have a lot of things that I can offer as happy mail. And so I am going to start, if you're commenting on my live, your name will go into the drawing, and then I will message you in directly if you win. And then I'll get your address and send you some happy mail. Because we have more than our share. Good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Yes, hopefully. we will get you on the live. I know we want to do a smash can together, so we need to do that. Gloria, thank you for coming in, and if you like what you see, then please like and follow. I have an exclamation notify on the chat bot that you can get yourself set up so that Facebook hopefully will send you notifications. I also have a Telegram, so you can exclamation Telegram. If you're on your phone, you'll have to copy the address, and then you can jump out real quick and go into Telegram and paste it and then follow. Facebook took our ability to have links in the chatbot. So I don't know what that was all about, but you can copy the link. You just can't click on it to make it take you to where you need to go. So I do have a Telegram. I have an exclamation Amazon, which is a list of all of the supplies that I have purchased out of Amazon. There are a few things that I purchased from Hobby Lobby and Walmart, things like that. And I usually let you know if it's something that I have from some of those stores. But if you want to know, I'm not an affiliate with Amazon. I don't get paid for sharing the list. I don't get paid if you buy anything off of it. It's just me offering goodwill for sharing some of the supplies that I have or that I have obtained and do some of the crafts with. So today we're going to finish some crafts that I have started and I really need to finish. And I know sometimes if you do events, an hour is not always enough to finish some of those crafts. So I would like to finish some of them. So we're going to do that today. But I did want to share, I was laying in bed this morning, woke up a little bit early and was praying. And the Holy Spirit gave me another Bible verse, which I thought was very timely. He gave me John 15. So it's John, the book of John, chapter 15, verse 4. And verse 4 says, "Remain in me and I in you, just as a branch is unable to produce fruit by itself unless it remains on the vine. Neither can you unless you remain in me." Now, I am reading out of the Christian Standard Bible. I like the Christian Standard Bible because it gives me a little bit simpler translation than the King James. Sometimes the these and the thous and all of that make it very difficult to understand, so I opt for a little bit simpler translation. But it's interesting that I had gotten that Bible verse because about a month ago, I think it was about a month ago, we had, I don't know if it was in our house church or if it was actually at church. House church is like a home Bible study type of thing where we meet at a leader's house, have food, build and develop community, and then you study about the Lord and the Bible and different things. So it just depends upon what the topic was. And I think this came up in one of the topics, and it's just speaking to the fact that the Lord says that we need to have a relationship with Him. And if you have a relationship with Him, you will bear much fruit. Bearing fruit can look like a multitude of different things, going out and having the opportunity to be able to grow disciples, being able to go out and just even go out and share the word. You will be given a lot of opportunity to be able to do that. And if you keep and develop your relationship with the Lord, you have much more opportunity to be able to do that. And it's amazing how some of the doors open for those. But so today, let's move on. So earlier this week, some of you may have caught me. I had started, we were in an event, Craft Events by Julie, and it was a smash can event or a repurpose a can event. And I have done smash cans till I was blue in the face, lately. And I'll show you one that I did. Let me grab this one. So I did this one, and it is a smash can. So you can see the can is smashed at the bottom. What I did was, in order to smash the cans, you have to cut the bottom out, but I wanted a bottom. So I just cut a piece of cardboard and glued it in to the bottom so that I could put pool noodles inside, and then I could stick my flowers in it. And all I did was decoupage a napkin just on the outside of it in a red, white, and blue. And I think it was a butterfly event that I did this one in because it required butterflies. So I had a red, white, and blue butterfly. And so I just kind of filled it out, and it is like all the way around 3D. And I thought that would be nice to hang like on the porch or even on the back patio. So I wanted to show that because I did do a smash can. It's just not in this event. I decided to repurpose a can. So one of the things that I need to do is I took the pincher. Oh, I probably don't have any laying here, but I took the clothespins that are the ones that pinch together like that. And I broke them apart, and I have painted some, but I didn't have enough painted to finish the rest of the can. So I kind of spent a little bit of time trying to figure out thank you, Tasha, I appreciate that. So okay. Facebook is flashing on my screen, something else. And I need to, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can get rid of this because it's blocking everything. I don't know what they're doing, but with this it was down earlier today, so nobody could post. Everything was broken. And then, fortunately, they got it back up and running, but I don't know. They must have done an update. It's like crazy. But anyway, so I'm going to work on finishing this real quick, and then we'll move on to another project that I need to work on to get done so that I can have it off of my desk. I have several that aren't finished, but goodness gracious. So I am just going to run a coat of paint over the clothespins real quick. I have them stuck down to some blue tape just so that they won't go anywhere. And I can get them painted real quick. And are you doing anything exciting this weekend, Tasha? Let's see, I guess. Gosh. I think, well, my husband is out. He's golfing right now. And then my son went to a friend's house after he got off work to go swim. And so the house is nice and quiet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so I think after I get done with this, I have, I've got to spend a little bit of time. When you do events, I've got to plan. And this next week, I have several events coming up this week and the week after. And so I've got to kind of go through and pull everything that I need for those events. You hoping to see the kids tomorrow? Cool. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can scroll back down. Okay. Oh, it's your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, for your birthday, I'll send you some Happy Mail. I think I still have your address. So I'll send you a surprise in the mail. It probably won't get there until after your birthday is over, but and if I do need your address again, I'll let you know. But I think it's still have it in my records. And then, so let's see, next week. So I'm adminning on Monday for the Father's Day event that we're doing in Craft Events by Julie. And that kind of keeps me busy on Monday, even if I'm not, because I'm not in the event. I pick and choose what events I'm going to be in, especially as an admin because, sorry, my nose is itching. Especially as an admin, you have to do a lot of extra stuff when you're adminning, and so it can be time consuming, and it sometimes makes it even harder when you're trying to admin and do a craft. So you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I'm happy to do that. But so, if you're coming in and you've just joined, let me know. Come in and say hi. I also, am going to take names after I'm done with my live. I'll, go back through the comments. And if you have commented, your name will get put into a drawing for Happy Mail. And I will send out And I will, when I do that drawing, I will make a post, and then I will contact you directly on your messenger, letting you know that you won. And I am doing that because I have an overabundance of crafting items, and I would like to share, because this little teeny tiny craft room does not have much in the way of space. So if I purchase something, or if I somehow acquire something and there's a lot of one thing, then I split it up and we'll give it out as Happy Mail. Next week, I think I was starting to talk about what's going on next week. It's kind of a busy week. I have Monday, the Father's Day event with Craft Events by Julie, and then since I'm adminning, I'm not in that event. And then Tuesday, I am in Sacred Treasure House, and Sacred Treasure House is doing it's World Sea Turtle Day or something like that. So the theme is sea turtles, which I've kind of pulled together something fun for that. And then Wednesday is Creative Crafters Assemble, which is the beach theme. So they kind of go together. Oh, yes. Well, there's only so much space that I have, and to be honest, I try not to irritate my husband too much by purchasing tons of things, because he thinks that I have enough stuff already. And, once you do, it's kind of like the smash cans. Once you do enough of them, it's like, holy Toledo. So, and you can't sell them. I mean, nobody wants to buy a bunch of crafted stuff that's all the same. Most of the time, it's hard to sell your craft stuff. So you have to kind of plan for what you're going to gift to your friends and things like that for Christmas gifts or whatever. I will send you craft supplies so that you will get to make your own crafting stuff. I will not send you, Tasha, something that's already crafted. But yes, so I'm just trying to kind of lighten the load here and maybe get a little bit better organized. Okay, I've got those all painted, hopefully. All right, let me make sure I've got everything, that there's no spaces. All right. All right, so we are going to set that blue paint out of the way. I'm going to let those dry, but while those are drying, I have some that I've already painted, so we're going to go ahead and work on gluing. And I just have my hot glue gun heated up. And I'm just going to glue. My goal is to finish this absolutely today. Aw, well, you're sweet. I appreciate that, Tasha. You're so sweet. on the week after, I'm actually doing, so on the 25th, I don't know if that's a Thursday or if it's a Tuesday, but we have Crafter's Choice. So I have to do, maybe there'll be something else that I can work on finishing that day. Because, man, I need to, like, finish stuff, not start. Oh, no. One of the clothespins came off. I didn't hold it very well. Hold it down for a minute. And then I started, so I got a saw for Christmas. Was it called a scroll saw, I think? I can never remember the name of the saw, but I got a saw for Christmas, and so I started kind of collecting wood. My husband was cleaning out the garage the other day, and he's like, what can we do with all of this? I'm like, so I've got to figure out, like, what sizes I want to get it cut up into pieces and how I want to store it. Yeah, and that's kind of, I did that backwards. Let me try to get, okay, silly me, that's why I'm so busy talking. Let's see if I can get this one off. I got them overlapped the wrong way. Boy, when I do something, that's what happens when I get too busy talking and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. This hot glue is permanent hot glue, and so if I do it this way, I'll get it put down right. Heavens to Betsy. Yeah, it's permanent hot glue, so it does not want to come up when you stick it down. Oh, if I start selling wood? Well, I certainly could. Is there certain sizes that you need? My husband does that kind of part-time. He took a new job. And so part-time he helps do some, he has some customers that really have a special place in his heart. And so he does activities, things, does repairs for them and ends up with leftover wood. And I usually say, I'll take that. So if you need some wood, by all means, kind of let me know what you're looking for, and I'll cut it to the size you need, and I can sell it to you. Absolutely. Sell it to you, share the price, I know shipping is not going to be cheap on those though, because the weight of the wood, if we send you several pieces. So, I mean, it's up to you. Just let me know. You can send me an shelf sitters and blocks. Okay. Yes, I can do simple shapes. Simple shapes, like I've cut like the shape of a house before. I don't think I have. But I absolutely have lots of things for shelf sitters. The other thing that I wanted to show you is these. So I cut down, I acquired, now these are like made out of 4x4 blocks, but so these are super, and they're not very heavy. I know they look heavy, but this one's got a square bottom and this with a round top, and then this is just a smaller piece that has a round. You can kind of set it either way. And I have seen dolls made out of these. I have seen angels made out of these. So you could make, with something like this, you could even make a stoplight if you really wanted to. You could put 3 pieces together or 2 pieces together and make a stoplight. But I have these as well. So if these are something that you are interested in, I don't think I have that without getting up and going to my, out here to my book. I don't remember it, but they're not super expensive. They're like, I don't know, $3, $4, $5 maybe. I don't think I don't think I was charging too much for them because, you know, when you add it to a box, it does have a tendency to start getting expensive. Shipping does. But if why don't you IM me if there's a special shape, I can see if I can cut it that you're looking for. I'm willing to try. Heck, because if I can cut it for you, then I can cut it for myself, right? The round one on both ends. I'll tell you, because I don't want to get up if I don't have to in the middle of my live, but I'll look and I'll send you a message in Messenger on the round ones. And what shapes are you looking for, dear? Because I am like, got an odd number. I'm like, how does one do that? Especially when the clothespins are even numbers. I have no idea. Rounds. Yeah. Yeah, I probably can. I guess it's just going to be cut out in the steady of my hand, and how steady I can be as I'm cutting in the circle. We can try it. I'm willing to try it. Like, just is different sizes, different size rounds. Hi, Erlene. Welcome in. And I do have plenty of stuff for shelf sitters. So, let me go out and see what sizes I have, and then we'll text, or IM. Gingerbread men to paint. Oh, now you're getting complicated. Okay, let me see. Let me see what I can do. Probably what I will have to do is find a pattern of something. I did at one time, but I made a gingerbread man out of garbage bag, and I stuffed them. Oh, 4-inch rounds. Okay. Yeah, let me see what I can do. Erlene, if you come in and you comment, I'll add your name to the drawing for Happy Mail. It's good to see you. How are you been doing? I assume you got all of my packages, right? My tracker says that you did, but... And I have another sale on the 26th. I am gonna sell some more stuff. It's with the Sacred Treasure House. They're doing an all-day sale on Friday. So Friday the 26th. So I'm getting ready for that event. All right. Let's see if we can finish this puppy. Okay. Some of these are still a little damp. Okay, those. Watch your ears. I'm gonna dry. So I want to go ahead and get this finished, and then I made up a little pot to go inside. Let's battery done. Fantastic. Have you made anything with your smash cans yet? So I was in the Craft Events by Julie on Monday, and it was a smash can. I just got hot glue on my finger. Fortunately for me, it was just a little bit, so it wasn't burning, scalding hot. But we had a smash can event on, and that's so ideas for both of you on your smash cans, both Erlene and Tasha. If you go back and watch the replay of Craft Events by Julie, you'll see a variety of different cans and what people did with their smash cans. It was smash can or repurpose a can, and so I decided to repurpose a can because I had already done this one over here. You can see it in the background. And I had done that with a previous event, and so I wanted to go ahead and do something that was repurposing a can. And so I took the clothespins, the pinchy clothespins. I took the pinchy clothespins, broke them apart, and I painted the clothespins with that Waverly Chalk pool color. Blue is my favorite color, so that's why I chose blue. And so I'm just gluing the halves of the clothespin around the can, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I have to build up the... You haven't done anything yet? All right, well, make sure you share pictures when you do. And I know, Tasha, you hadn't, because you said that you hadn't done that yet. So I did know that, but I want to see pictures when you guys do. Okay, I am just trying to, we're going to finish this over my dead body. We're going to finish this project because doggone, I have so many unfinished projects. If you start doing events, either of you in the future, that kind of ends up being the situation, is you have a lot of unfinished projects because of the fact that you only get an hour most of the time in an event, and sometimes an hour is not enough to finish something. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think it's... May have to cut a clothespin in half. So let's go ahead and, because it is not one whole clothespin, it's not going to evenly fit in there. And I didn't test this out in advance to figure out if it was gonna, which is okay. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if it's even possible to cut a clothespin in half. Might cut your fingers off. Heaven's sakes. Have to ask my clever husband. Maybe he knows. How can we cut a clothespin in half? I'll put the last one in here and I'll show you what I mean so that you guys know what I'm talking about. So next weekend is Father's Day weekend. And so we have decided that we are going to go camping. So I'll be online Monday through Thursday. I have the Tuesday event with Sacred Treasure House, and then I have the Wednesday event with Creative Crafters Assemble, and then I'll be off from there because Friday we'll leave probably midday and go head up north. We're going to go camping up north in northern Idaho, about 3 hours from here. So, and we're going to go do that as a family for the holiday, for my husband's, so our son's going to go with us. But here, so you can kind of see there's a little bit of a gap. And it's not very even gap either. So, but I have one left, and maybe I think it's going to require trimming them down to fit them in here, which is okay. Not a big deal. So we can even, so I have some of these blocks. Now, part of my problem is, so I made this little peat pot. I was originally going to plant a real flower in there, but I wanted to kind of show. So my idea is to put this inside and have this, but if I let it sit down, it falls all the way to the bottom. So what I need to do is I need to build up the bottom real quick with some blocks. So I thought, we'll just use these Dollar Tree Jenga blocks, and it'll help build up the bottom a little bit. So I'm just going to stick a few in the bottom. Now this is like a peaches can that is, you know, like the little bit bigger peaches can. You get like fruit or pie filling in, or I think this might have been like a yams can from Thanksgiving or something like that. A little bit bigger than the 12-ounce can. I don't remember what actual size it is, but that. See, I need one more, I think one more layer just to kind of build it up. And then it should sit on top. I'm just kind of sticking a second layer in there, just hot gluing them down. Okay, let's see. Oh, probably one more layer. Gosh, a little bit deeper can than I anticipated, but that's okay. I've got plenty of these, and these are those knockoff Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. So they come in a whole big box. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And so they are a great value. You get lots of blocks for $1.50 now, $1.75, whatever they're charging. I haven't shopped there lately. I tried my Dollar Tree's getting really bad. They're starting to kind of get rid of all of the crafting stuff, which is very, very disappointing. Okay, let's see. If that works. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, there we go. So, yay, here's to having one craft done. And I can take this and turn it around. You know, it just depends upon, I think I like it this way. So I'm just going to take this out and I will sit that on my back patio table and be able to enjoy a little table decor. Okay, let me move some things around, clean up just a little bit. Okay, so if you were with me, was it last week? The week before? I had this lovely thing, or not so lovely thing, and I had it painted. Thank you, Tasha. I had it painted red and green checks, and I decided I did not like it. I had a bunch of bling on it. It took a hot minute to clean off all of the bling that I had on it. And so then I was going to spray paint it, but I decided to go ahead and use the chalk paint. And I just put a Waverly plaster chalk paint over it. It exposed where the glue was. I don't know if you guys can see it, but see where those little round spots are? That's where glue was. Because I used B7000 to glue the bling on, and it was not easy breaking off that bling. That B7000 really sticks. But I want to remake this, and it's going to require a coat. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another coat of the white chalk paint on it, just to kind of make sure I can cover the green and the red and the green, because I had to come back and sand. As you can see, it's showing through because I had to come back and sand where all the glue pieces were. When I painted it with the chalk paint, it exposed all of that. And so it was a hot mess. And so I had to go back, use my gator, and just use my gator to sand over those spots to get that glue out of the way. And so what I want to do is I'm going to cover this once with chalk paint. And then I want to see, because the chalk paint is like an off-white. And I haven't yet to decide if I'm going to use the off-white as the background or if I'm going to come back and use the white acrylic paint. So I really don't know at this point in time. So I'm going to try it. We're going to see. And then I'm going to work on, depending upon how much time we have left. Because I didn't want to come on much longer than an hour. But I got a stiff paintbrush. This is the paintbrush I use my Mod Podge on most of the time. But, so I want to see if we can then start thinking about drawing the checkerboard on it and making the checkerboard line up. That's why I didn't like the red and the green is because when I did it, I did a checkerboard on this and then a checkerboard on this. They didn't line up. And I'm like, I didn't think about it ahead of time when I had drawn the checkerboard and had started painting it. I think it would have looked a lot nicer, but I want to do just a black and white checkerboard anyway, because I think it will, it'll be better for like all the year round use. And so if I put it in my kitchen, I can leave it up all year instead of just having it at Christmas. So it kind of ends up being more of a multi-year instead of just a seasonal. So I don't have tons of space for storage in my little 1,500 square foot home. It's not very much space. So I'm just going to paint this and see what we get. It's kind of, I can still see some of the spots where the glue was, but it's okay. So are you guys going to do anything fun if your kids come? I mean, I know it's your birthday. Are you going to go out and go out to dinner or anything for your birthday, or? That's one of the things that we do as a tradition in our family is that whoever's birthday it is, you get to choose whatever restaurant you want to go to. And so we always have make reservations for, it's usually the fancier restaurants that we end up going to, just for our birthdays. My husband really likes Ruth Chris Steakhouse. He likes that. And what else have we done? And then my son, he's kind of all over the place. He picks, whatever his fancy that time. Last time he chose a restaurant called K-Pot, which is a Korean barbecue restaurant. So we took him to Korean barbecue for his birthday. Probably not. Oh, they have to work. Oh, at all different times. Oh, well, doggone it. That's too bad. Well, can you take yourself out to dinner? Go with a friend? Do you have a friend local that you can go with? My favorite place is a Japanese steakhouse. So every time it's my birthday, that's my choice. I want to go to the Japanese steakhouse. I just love when they cook on the hibachi grill. And then I think it's hilarious when they toss I have yet to catch a shrimp in my mouth. Even though I don't like shrimp, I have yet to catch a shrimp in my mouth when they toss the shrimp in the air. I'm sure you guys have kind of all kinds of things there in Ohio, right? All kinds of different. You probably have Japanese steakhouse. You probably have Korean barbecue. If you had to choose a restaurant. Oh, you have a friend coming over? Oh, that's awesome. That'll be fun. Spend a little bit of time together. If you had to choose, what is your favorite restaurant? I know it's kind of boring. I'm sitting here painting. But hopefully we'll end up having a white cookie jar again. Okay. Yeah, I think it's starting to come around. Is your friend from the area, or is your friend coming in from out of town? I'm sorry if I'm asking too many questions. You can tell me to stop asking questions. I think it's always great if you can spend time with people you enjoy. And I'm just going to go around the bottom first. Maybe it will be dry by the time I have to set it down. But I wrapped, when I did the red and green checkerboard around the cookie jar, I came down all the way to the bottom and wrapped it around the edge. So I've got checkerboard on the bottom too. You don't have a favorite? About 25 minutes from there. Oh, you have to go to, oh, okay. So is that the restaurants, or is that your friend? I know I asked too many questions too quickly, and I probably didn't give you time to answer all of them. Does the friend live about 25 minutes from you? Is that what you're answering? Or is that the restaurant, the favorite restaurant? The restaurants are about a 25-minute drive. That's kind of like my parents. My parents live in Illinois. And they live in a small town about 20 minutes away from the bigger city. So they have to, in order to go to a restaurant, they have to plan to drive most of the time. There is one restaurant in that town, in the town that they live in, so they do eat there occasionally too. Oh yes, your friend. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Well, that'll be nice. That'll be a nice visit. Spend a little bit of time together, hang out, eat. When we have friends over, that's what we do. We spend most of our time chatting and eating. This weekend we're not going to do too much. I've got to get the lawn mowed. My husband's got a little bit of handyman work that he's going to do for a friend. And I'm probably going to mow the lawn this weekend. And then I've got to spend time working on and getting ready for that craft sale, which is 2 weeks away, but yet I'm not going to have time the week after this next weekend, after this weekend, because we will be going camping. We're going up into the mountains to camp. And there's this new campground that we scored reservations at, so we're gonna go try it out and see. And my husband loves camping, so we're gonna do that for Father's Day. Cook out and do all of the things. And they have a pool at that campground, so we're gonna go spend some time in the pool. I love the pool. We used to have an above ground pool. Yeah, I think so. It'll be enjoyable. But we used to have an above ground pool when my son was young. And then as he was getting older, I taught not all of them. There was 4 young kids that lived next door to us, and 2 of the younger ones needed to learn how to swim. And since I used to teach swimming lessons when I was a teenager, and I used to be a lifeguard and all of that stuff, I offered to teach them how to swim. So I taught them how to swim in the pool, and then I got lazy and didn't want to empty the pool out in the winter, and so I just left the water, and it got really bad algae over the winter. Oh, your great uncle owned a campground? Oh, I bet you that was fun. Did you get to go and hang out at the campground all the time? I remember as a kid, my parents used to go camping all the time too when I was a kid. And that's part of the reason why I don't camp any longer. I glamp because of the fact that I just do not like roughing it. So my husband wanted to camp. We decided, or we agreed that we could glamp, and then I would go. So we have an RV, a Class A motorhome, which is like an all-in-one kind of thing. And so we glamp. because I roughed it for so many years as a child that I don't want to do it. And I remember my mom and dad would say, okay, you know, because every weekend, that's what we did. We went camping during the summer. And they'd be like, okay, it's time to load up the car. And I remember my sister and I were the pack mules to have to pack the camper, haul the stuff out to the camper for my mom while she was pulling things together and packing things. And I just was like, no, thank you. Because they had, at that point in time, they didn't have tons of money. So they had finally decided to upgrade from a tent to a, yeah, your parents had a what kind of camper? A bog camper. Okay. Yeah. A big camper. That's why I was asking. Thank you. They had one of those pop-up campers, and you know where the top pops up and then you can pull out the beds. Well, they had that for the longest time when I was a kid, and so it always had to be unloaded and then reloaded every time we camped. And man, let me tell you, that was no fun, especially as a kid having to haul all this stuff out to the camper, right? So I did not enjoy that. And it was always, you know, if it rained, it was just, you remembered the same, okay, yeah. Well, that's what they had. When they upgraded from a tent after roughing it for so long, but then I always joked because I said my mom had kids so that she could make us slave labor. So I felt that way about house cleaning too. But, all right. So I think I'm going to need to let this dry. So it does look like it's taking it. I think I want it brighter white. So after I get done with this and I'm going to let it really dry good. Then I'm going to go over it with the white acrylic so that it is the bright white. This is just using my bright white acrylic paint and making it bright white so that the black and the white look like there's a deeper contrast. But Tasha, is there anything that you need prayers for? Because it looks like, or is there anybody else on that maybe I'm not aware of that needs some prayers? I'm offering up a prayer tonight. Oh, apples, cherry pies. Oh, yeah. We used to do that too. Yeah. We don't have the irons anymore. I mean, so my parents probably still have the irons or they got rid of the irons. But I remember that we would used to use bread. My mom would like soak the one side of the bread in butter and put it down on the iron. Put the pie filling in the center and then put bread on the other side with butter, and then they would cut off the bread edges and then they would put it in the fire and it would make kind of a homemade pie without having to have all of the crust and stuff. So I totally remember that. And those were good. I liked it. I didn't do the fruit. My parents liked the fruit and my sisters liked the fruit, but I did not do the fruit. My mom always would bring a can of like either lemon custard or like a chocolate custard pudding or something and put in it. So you made pizzas in them too? Yeah. my mom would make like hamburger pockets, almost like a pizza pocket, but instead we'd put hamburger in it and cheese and almost have like a cheeseburger pocket is what my mom would make. Yeah, it's all great memories, aren't they? All right. Well, I think what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and close in prayer, and then I'll let you go so you can go about getting ready for having the family. Thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for chatting with me. I know I've seen a few people come and go, come in and pop back out, but and say hi and jump out. Yeah, chocolate. Yes, chocolate is one of my favorite things too. But all right, dear. I'm going to pray for you to have a blessed birthday. So let me pray over you, and then we'll go and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week when I get back on for lives. All right, dear. All right, let's go ahead and pray. Dear Lord, we thank you. We give you the praise and the glory for the opportunity to just have this crafting community, Lord, and to have friends so far away, but yet so close, Lord. And I just want to thank you so much for all that you have done in our lives, Lord. And we just ask a special birthday blessing on Tasha, as tomorrow is her birthday. We just ask that her whole day be a blessed day, just with so much love surrounding her, Lord. And we just ask that you lift her up so that her spirits are high. And Lord, we just ask that you bless her entire household as her kids come and possibly the grandkids come and spend a little bit of time with her. We just ask that you lay your blessed hands on top of them and just give them and show them the love that you have to offer, Lord. And we just ask that if there were others on here today that have popped on and are back, maybe not watching, but we just ask that you bless each and every one of them as well. And you know anybody's special needs, so we just ask that you address those needs, even though they go unspoken, Lord. And we just praise you. We love you in your glorious name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, I appreciated the chat. I appreciated it so much. All right, so I'm going to double check on those wood pieces. I'll look at the prices for things. I'll see what you might want. We'll be chatting in the direct message so that I can take care of that for you, and then we'll go from there. And I'll make sure you get some happy mail too. All right. Thank you. God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.